Hello friends, welcome to the video on areas of parallelograms and triangles. Friends, so far we have learned about triangles and parallelograms. In this session, we will learn about figures on the same base and between the same parallels. Let's draw two parallel lines. What can you tell about the distance between these two parallel lines? Is the distance between two parallel lines equal? To verify this, draw a perpendicular from any one line to the other. Do this from two different points and you will see that the lengths of both the line segments are the same. Now, let's make one triangle and one parallelogram between these parallel lines. Make sure the opposite vertices of the figures is on both the lines. Will the height of these triangle and parallelogram be the same? You may pause the video to think about it. Yes, the height of any figure between these two parallel lines will be equal. Friends, with this understanding, let's move ahead and verify whether the figures on the screen are located on the same base and between the same parallel lines. In the first figure, in triangle ABC and parallelogram EBCD, side BC is the common side, or we can say that both the figures have the same base, which is BC. But these figures are not located between the same set of parallel lines. This is because in both figures, that is, in triangle ABC, the opposite vertex A of the base BC, and in parallelogram EBCD, opposite vertices E and D of the same base BC are not placed on the same line. Therefore, their heights are not equal. In the second figure, we can see that in both the parallelograms, one side is common side. In other words, we can say that these two are located on the same base QR. So, are these figures located between the same parallel lines? No. Now for the third figure, what do you think about the height and base of these triangles? In these, side WX is the common side. Or we can say that these two triangles have the same base WX. But these are not located between the same parallel lines. This means, while these three figures have the same base, they are not located between the same parallel lines. Now let's see some more figures. In the first figure, there are two parallelograms, parallelogram ABCF and parallelogram GBDE. Are they located on the same base? No, the base of parallelogram ABCF is BC and the base of parallelogram GBDE is BD. Are the two parallelograms located between the same parallel lines? Yes, the two parallelograms are located between the same parallel lines, AE and BD, but they don't have the same base. Similarly, in the second figure, we can see that the two triangles do not have the same base. They have different bases, but the two triangles are located between the same parallel lines, PT and QS. Let us now see the last few figures. In the first figure, parallelogram ABCD and triangle EBC are located on the same base BC, and the two are located between the same parallel lines AD and BC. Note that of the two parallel lines, one line is the base BC vertex E facing the base BC of triangle EBC and vertices of the base BC of parallelogram ABCD lie on the parallel line AD. Similarly, in the second figure, both the parallelograms have the same base QR, and these are also located between the two parallel lines PS and QR. Here QR is the base and QR is parallel to PS. Friends, all these figures have the same base and they are located between the same parallel lines. Thus, the height of all these figures is also the same because they are located between the same parallel lines. Friends, that's all in today's session. In the next video, we will solve some questions related to figures that are located on the same base and between the same parallel lines. So see you in the next video. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome to this video on areas of parallelograms and triangles. In the previous video, we learned about the figures that lie on the same base and between the same parallel lines. Today, we will solve a few questions based on the same topic. Which of the given figures on the screen lie on the same base and between the same parallel lines? Try it yourself by pausing the video. The base of parallelogram PQRS and the parallelogram PTUS is same, and both these parallelograms lie between the two parallel lines PS and QR. Here we can see that of the two parallel lines, one line is PS, which is the common base of the two parallelograms. Because the parallelograms are located between the parallel lines, the vertices of both the parallelograms are located on the parallel lines QR and PS. Hence, their heights will be the same. In the second figure, there are two different figures. One is triangle AED and the other is parallelogram ABCD, both of which are located between the two parallel lines AD and BC, and their base AD is also the same. So you can see that their heights are also equal. Now let's move to the next figure. Look at this figure and identify the two parallel lines between which the figures are located and whether their base is also the same. First of all, there is no pair of parallel lines in this figure. But here the base of quadrilateral WXYZ and the triangle VZY is the same. So, these figures do have a common base. But because they are not located between parallel lines, they are not of the same height. Let's take another figure. Here, triangles ABC and ABD both lie between the two parallel lines BD and YZ. But their bases are different. So these triangles are of equal height, but they are not on the same base. Now let's move to the final figure of this session. Friends, is the base of the triangle EBF and parallelogram ABCD same? Are the two figures located between the same parallel lines? You can think of this by pausing the video. Friends, their base is not common, which we can observe just by looking at them. Are their heights equal? You can observe on the screen that their heights are not equal. The vertex of the triangle E is below the side AD. We can also see that these figures are neither on the same base nor are they located between the same parallel lines. So that's it for today. In this session, we solved a few questions related to the figures on the same base and between the same parallel lines. Let's meet in the next video. Thank you.